All right, we're out here at this officer-involved shooting on West Anderson here in Austin. It's still a pretty active scene. They have Anderson is completely shut down. This is the officer-involved shooting that happened overnight on Anderson, West Anderson. It's just a little ways to the east of Burnett Road. Yes, this is the one from last night. Still a very active scene this morning. Still a very active scene this morning. Still a very active scene this morning. I don't know how long they will have this area closed down. There's another investigator that just pulled up, actually. Yeah, they're routing traffic around this area. They're not letting anybody through right now. Good morning, good morning. So there's a nail salon there's this gas station that I'm sitting at right now, and there's a nail salon over there. From what I gather, that nail salon, that area is right where this ended up happening. It's basically kind of right in front of us right there. That area right there is where it happened. So I don't know if you can see that building. Yeah, that sounds about right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Still a very active scene out here. A lot of officers, a lot of investigating going on. And again, this happened somewhere around midnight last night. So, like I said, it's still very active. But the building that you see right in front of your screen, that brown brick right at the top of the police car, that is the area that it happened right there. There is a kind of a, I guess, some type of a little store on the other side, and then a nail salon. Now the body mover's just left right there. The body mover just left to the left of your screen. So that is the medical examiner. So the medical examiner just left with the body, it appears. They're not going to let me keep sitting here too much longer, and I'm going to have to move on. But they've already asked me to not sit here, so I'm going to give you guys a good view of what's going on, and then I will be back up here in a little while once this scene starts clearing out a little bit more. Still lots of activity here, though. Good morning, good morning. Officer involved shooting. Right here on about the 1500 block of Anderson Lane is where we're at. Lots of investigators are here. Yeah. Okay, they're gonna make me move on for a bit. Okay, we're gonna have to move on for just a bit here, y'all. Let's see if we're gonna have to move on for just a bit. I'm blocking a driveway. This whole area is pretty much shut down, so we're gonna go around this other side over here real quick and see if I can find another way in. Good morning. Sorry guys, I couldn't talk a whole lot. I was filming for Citizen just then. I couldn't talk a whole lot. Yeah, so this is what I gather that happened. There was a man, there was a call came in last night, somewhere right around midnight, about a prowler, and a prowler that was armed with a gun. Officers arrived a short time later, and they did find the guy. He did have a gun. They tried what's reported on Fox 7 is they tried to get him to drop that weapon for roughly about 14 minutes, and he refused, and so yeah, that's what ended up happening. I'll tell you what, we're gonna come back in just a sec. Yes, like and subscribe. So yeah, it apparently, from what I understand, 5 officers were involved in the shooting. And like I said, that's from my understanding. So, somebody told me on here just a little bit ago that this area is going to be shut down till about 1 o'clock today, from what I hear. So, if you are coming down Anderson, you will not be able to get through. Will not be able to get through. There's a lot of cops back there. The suspect is dead, by the way. He did not make it. He did not make it. So anyway, how's everybody doing today? Yesterday I was working. I wasn't live at all yesterday. I was working on the TV show. And so I apologize for not seeing you guys yesterday, but I had a lot going on. And I didn't think I was going to have my voice this morning, but I was doing a lot of voiceovers yesterday, and I was pretty hoarse by the afternoon. But this happened. I'm looking for a way that I can find these incidents. I can, find out these incidents are happening, in a timely manner. This happened while I was asleep last night. I wished I had a way to be woken up when something like this goes down. That way I could have gotten out here last night what had happened instead of this morning. Maybe I don't know if there's a service that does that kind of stuff, or I don't know. But it would be very nice to have, I can tell you that. Alright. I don't think Killer Carla's on this morning. I think she is taking care of business. Maga Mike, what's up, brother? Storm Chaser Mark, how you doing this morning? Butterfly 71, Zero Jeffrey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Thanks for being on here with me this morning. We're gonna head down right now to the where that fire happened at that abandoned building a day before yesterday. I'm gonna make a video there this morning, and then we're coming right back up here to Anderson Lane. There's a homeless camp right there with that building that burned, and I want to make sure that I get that covered this morning. So, it used to be a good pawn shop. There is a, from what I hear, and again, I'm getting this straight from the press conference. She said that the guy was right there. There's kind of a little gas station and a nail salon, and that's basically right there where the incident happened, where we were just looking. There's a nail salon and a little gas station, and I don't know which building he was trying to make access to, but he was trying to make access to one of those buildings when the police arrived. And yeah, so, and apparently he decided that he wanted to, I guess he wanted to audition to be the main character in a body cam shooting, and you know what, he got his way. So maybe that's kind of a crass way of putting it, but it's exactly what happened. So anyway, What's everybody been up to? I hope everybody is enjoying this cooler weather. I'm actually wearing long sleeves this morning. For a little while anyway, I will be. It was a little chilly this morning actually, but it feels really good out. Apparently it's gonna be up to around 90 degrees today. So what is that? Has anybody heard anything about the hurricane that's out in the Gulf? Is it gonna hit Texas? I don't think it's supposed to hit Texas, is it? Oh man, we're supposed to be back up to 100 on Saturday. That sucks. That really sucks. So anyway, where we're going right now is a building that was burned. You know what? We may need to just... how do I want to do this? Ooh. Allendale. I don't know if I just want to keep going straight or... I need to get over to Congress. So I guess I'll just go down to 38th and take it over to Lamar. And then Lamar down to Ben White. I guess. Oh man, on here, you left your 9/11 comments on here, on the stream? Let me see, hang on. I think I can see when it removes comments. Hang on one sec, Butterfly. Content, comments. Let's see. Hello, good morning. Just another guy. They are predicting a Cat 2 hurricane when it makes landfall. Mark, where is it supposed to make land? Am I right when I say it's supposed to make landfall in Louisiana? I haven't really followed it too closely, but I believe it's Louisiana, right? Man, we were lagging right then. Just another guy. Good morning. Good morning. Butterfly is trying to make comments on 9/11 and it removed it. Weird. Yeah, I can't. As soon as the stream ends, I should be able to. But you're a super mod, so you shouldn't have any issues. That's interesting. Homer, Louisiana. All right, Homer. So, Jeffrey, that. Let's see. If I remember, that name sounds familiar with another hurricane. There was another hurricane that went up through Homer. Changed to September the 11th. That's weird that it removed it. Huh. Weird, wild stuff. So, like I said, we're going to head back up to that shooting here shortly. We're going to go get another view of what happened up there, but I want to, real quick, we're going to go down and a building burned down because of some homeless folks here in South Austin, and we're going to head down there real quick, and I got to make a video of that. You know what? Let me get the fire radio I need some background music to play. That's what I need, some royalty-free background music. Near New Orleans. Could be the stream bot, Butterfly. I'll have to look. But I thought that I set it to just let you guys control what could be posted, unless it's YouTube itself doing it. The restream bot, I don't know. 65 in Lubbock. Man, it's been nice. I'll tell you what, it's been, I've got actually a long sleeve on this morning. It was in the upper 60s out where I live, but now it's up to 79. It's supposed to head up, it's supposed to get warm today. And then by Sunday, or Saturday apparently, it's supposed to get up to around 100 again here, which is, I thought we were done with those kind of temperatures, but I guess we weren't. No words are blocked in chat. Yeah, it's got to be YouTube doing it. It's got to be YouTube itself. So did you guys, who watched the debate last night? Anybody watch it? I can tell you, I watched a little bit of it, but it was so ridiculous, I had to turn it off. I was getting a little upset with the whole thing. I can't imagine these guys that, like Trump, and I just can't imagine him and his team watching that debate. I don't know, man. I couldn't take it. I had to stop watching it. It was kind of sickening. Yeah. Good morning, Austin. J Butterfly. Hey, Mr. Library Fox. How are you doing, sir? You missed the shooting that we were covering, but we will be right back at that shooting here very, very shortly. We're headed down right now to a building that burned not yesterday afternoon, but the day before. And we're going to see what's happening down there. Do I have... Let's see.
35, confirming cancel.
There we go. Yeah, so couldn't stay up last night. Was replaying the debate when I saw the notification. Man, I'll tell you what, that damn debate. Hey, we're going by this big building, and I'll lose connection by this building for some reason, so y'all stay with me. Yeah, that debate last night, man, I just couldn't keep watching it. It was, it wasn't making me nervous. I mean, I don't know, it was giving me a weird feeling in my stomach, and I couldn't stand it. And it's one of the first times that's happened since, I couldn't watch it. I just could not watch it. It was really sickening. I'm glad that I don't cover that stuff for a living, because I would have probably lost my job last night. You missed nothing. Yeah, you missed nothing, that's for sure. It was, I don't even know how to explain it, man. It was just not good. Wolfrine, good morning. How are you doing, young lady? Hope you're doing all right. Y'all, Wolfrine sent in a donation to me earlier in the week, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. We don't take in very many donations, but what we do take in, it basically keeps us running. So, Wolfrine, I appreciate it so much. I hope that you don't mind me saying that. I guess I should have asked you before I said that. I am sorry. It went as expected. Trump made excellent points. The other side won't care. They got their sound. They did. They got their... That's what it was about. And I think at one point... I heard a sound bite. Trump pointed that out about how they told her to say that to get a sound bite. So, you're right. It's about sound bites.
What we have is what's in the text.
Yes, Wolfrine, you are awesome. Thank you so much. You don't know how much I appreciate it. We're basically running day to day right now. I have some things set up. Hopefully, we're going to have some funding that's going to kick in here within the next few weeks, but at the moment we're barely scraping by on the skin of our teeth. So thanks, Wolfrain, I appreciate that. I just should have asked you before I blasted your name out there with a donation. I do apologize about that. I definitely should have asked you first. the grand, you know, I just, the whole thing is, the whole debate was just crazy. I mean, between the moderators doing the moderator things that they were doing, and you know, the lying, and you know, I get it, Trump lies, we all, you know, during these things, but you know, Trump was telling some stuff that some of it probably was not true. Kamala was telling stuff that was probably not true, but there was only one person being fact checked in real time, and if you tell me that's a chicken shit move, man. If you're gonna fact check one, you gotta fact check both. You know, especially when she brought up the whole fine people hoax and all of that junk. So, you know, I don't know. If it's, you gotta be fair. If you're gonna fact check. You know, and the other thing that I thought that the mics were supposed to be off, but you know, the mics in between, like if Trump was speaking, her mic would be off. If she was speaking, Trump's mic would be off. That didn't happen either. So I don't know. It was I just couldn't watch it. And you know, they would basically ask questions like, President Trump, you're a bad person. Do you have any comment on you being a bad person? And then they would throw it over to Kamala and then say, well, Kamala, do you, you know, Mrs. Vice President, do you have any comments on Trump being a bad person? It was so stupid. It was so stupid. Mr. Trump, you're a bad person. Do you have any comments on why you're a bad person? You know, and they didn't really talk much policy last night. They talked mainly about Trump being a bad person. And I get it, man. Trump is crass. You know, he's not polished. He's not a politician. You know, he's kind of, you know, he's a troll, and he's not very presidential. I get that. But I know during his presidency, I made more money than I have ever made. I was too tired. Man, you just another guy, you did not miss anything. I'm going to tell you that right now. You didn't miss anything. I mean, Trump didn't perform that well, in my opinion. Kamala didn't perform that well. I mean, it was basically just, I don't even know what it was. Baited him over, and he fell for it. All he had to do was, and as president. But yeah, well, that's Trump for you. And I think that's exactly why the moderators were moderating the way they were, is to, you know, throw him off and get him to lose his cool. Have they caught the Kentucky shooter yet? Yes, I heard that there was another shooting in Kentucky last night. I actually got an alert on my phone. I don't think they've caught the guy yet. Let's see. Hang on. Let's see. I don't think they caught him. Yeah, they weren't talking a whole lot of. They were not talking a whole lot of anything. Yes, they have not caught him yet. Manhunt continues for accused Kentucky I-75 shooting. Yeah, I don't know if there was another shooting. I just got the alert last night. It was never confirmed. It was in another part of Kentucky. I don't know if it was true, because I'm looking at the news and I figured there would be quite a bit more about it if there was actually another shooting, but I don't see anything. I just got the alert on my phone last night. Okay, they didn't catch the first one, you're right. Yes, so there was another shooting yesterday. Butterfly's telling right here that they did catch him, but the first guy, what's his name, Couch, Joseph Couch, they have not caught him yet. He got out of the. I'm telling you right now, he got out of the perimeter. That's the only way that they haven't caught him yet. Is he found a way out of their perimeter. 90 minutes is too much when Kamala had nothing to support her. Trump should have just said, look, you have nothing on me. You're wasting. Yep, you're right. It was a shitty debate. Yep. Man, a lot of fire alarms this morning. So, did you guys see Tyler Oliveira? Did you see his Lady Bird Lake video that I worked with him on? I think he released it. Day before yesterday. It's a good video. Yeah, he's gone. He got out of their perimeter somehow, and he split. They'll find him eventually, but they're not. I guarantee you, they're not going to find him there anyway. In my opinion. Alright, I need to move over one. That's just my opinion, though. They'll end up finding him. But like I said, I don't think they will find him in that area. There's no way that he got rid of his weapons unless he was literally packed out for survival. That could be the only way that he's still in the wilderness. And that was a very, wilderness area. It was a very remote area. So, yeah, it's very vast, very mountainy, very, forested. It's the only way that he is still in that area is that the man was literally packed out and ready for survival. Because at that point, that's what you're doing, is surviving and you're evading. So, I don't know, man. It would be hard for, even seasoned soldiers to not be caught, especially when they have drones up looking for you with infrared. I just don't see it. Apparently the FBI had some of their pretty advanced drones up looking for him. I was looking at about escape and evasion, evading drones, and he had a video about that. And some of your more advanced drones, like that the FBI would use, they are extremely hard to get away from if they're looking for you. I gotta run in here and get a drink real quick, y'all. I am very sorry. If y'all can give me 1 sec. All right. Let's see. Headshot, what's up? Over on Kick. I don't get a whole lot of Kick messages. Okay, you guys, if y'all can give me just a sec, let me go get a drink. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry. Headshot, please. You're here on YouTube as well. Diggs, what's up? Man, I wonder what happened to, there was a chick that was messaging me on, Twitch, and it was so odd because she was messaging me and then she would email me trying to get me to meet up with her. And I'm like, look, for one, you are young. She said she was a college student, trying to get me to meet up with her. And I'm like, lady, like, you gotta calm down. I'm not meeting up with you. Some of you that were around a while back will probably remember that when she was doing that. And it was just completely odd how she was just trying her best to meet up with me, sending me whispers on Twitch and then emails. And I'm like, golly, man, you got to go away, young lady. I am 40 years old. You are 20. That's not cool. And I'm married. I'm married with children. You gotta back off. And I guess she finally took the hint. Oh man, it was just odd how it happened. Like, she was being so forceful about me meeting up with her. And I would be nice to her. I wasn't mean, but I just was not answering her messages. And so on Twitch, there, you have like DMs on X, but on Twitch they call them whispers. And it's kind of like a messaging through Twitch. Twitch is another streaming platform that I'm streaming to as well. Yeah, I thought it was a setup as well, Butterfly, for sure. It sure seemed like it. Yeah, alright. I'm telling you, a honeypot. I'm telling you. I don't know what it was about. Maybe she was legit. I don't know, but for one, that is just way too young. I don't know, man. I could, I'm married. It's not my bag. It's just not what I'm into. Hey, that guy's ass is hanging out. Did y'all see that? El Paso too. Yeah, I thought it was a setup as well. Butterfly. Yeah, I really thought it was a setup too. And that, and like I said, I was trying to be nice to her, especially while live, but I just would not answer any messages. And I guess she finally took the hint and moved on. I don't know what it was about, but that a lot of men fall into those traps, man. They do. They really do. They really fall into that, and it's scary, But I can tell you, I'm happily married, and my children, my kids, I don't know. My kids are everything to me. I could never, if I cheated on my wife, I would feel like I'm cheating on my kids as well, and I just can't do that. It did. Yep. It sure did, Butterfly. It may have had something to do with that. I don't know. She got reassigned. Oh, I'm sure, Wolfrain. It happens, man. Men get taken for a ride doing that. They think with the wrong head, if you know what I mean. And next thing you know, you're either in a lot of trouble publicly or you're in a lot of trouble with your wallet. Killer Carla's on. CC here. Wolfrain, thank you. Hell, CC, Killer Carla. Hell, Killer Carla. I was on, I got banned from going live on TikTok because I said a name. All I did was say a name. I'm not going to say it on here because Twitch will probably ban me for saying it too. But it's a certain German from early 1940s that was doing a little bit of warring over there. I think y'all know who I'm talking about. Had his little mustache. I said that name. I just said the name, and I got banned on TikTok. I got banned just for saying the name out loud. And all I was doing was talking about, I had made a video. There's a video of him tweaking at the Olympics. I'm sure some of you guys have seen that. And I made a video making fun of him tweaking. And that's all I said. I was explaining that video. And they banned me for it. Alright, we're going to lose connection here for just a sec, folks. Going to lose connection for just a sec here. Hopefully it ain't too painful. Man, I lost all my viewers. Yeah, they don't like freedom of speech, I can tell you that much. They do not like the freedom of speech. I am drinking a Pedialyte hydration. 3 times electrolyte. Let's see. Pedialyte fast hydration, 3 times electrolytes, and a quarter of the sugar. This has, let's see, is it 1 serving or 2 servings? Potassium, zinc, chloride, sodium, a little bit of carbohydrates, and no fat. Butterfly 71 is here. Anyway, I love these hydration drinks, especially when I'm working in the camps and it's hot. And so I figured I would try the Pedialyte fast hydration drink today, just to see how it's going to work. Let's see how it tastes. The electrolyte beverages are much better. Water, dextrose, sodium citrate, citric acid, salt, potassium, cerulose, zinc. From Abbott Labs. This is a product of Mexico. Alright. Let's see, guys. We're almost over here where this building burned the day before yesterday. We're going to go check out right now and see what the heck was that? We're going to go check out about this building and see if there's any transient camps near it or in it. Alright. Killer Carla. Better late than never. Yeah, that lady, I'm so, I can't remember her name, that young girl. I'm glad she moved on, I can tell you that. It was really, really odd how hardcore she was coming at me. Passed through Congress, it couldn't find it. So somebody told me that it was north of Ditmar, a few blocks. They saw it. It's on one of my posts on X. They said that they saw it when they were on their way home. So I kind of have a general idea of where it's at. Yes, yes. Sin or sin? What do you mean there, B71? CYN or sin? Trash truck. Moving on up to the east side. I saw the trucks out that day, but didn't see a burning building. Interesting. It's supposed to be to the north. Man, look at all. Holy smokes, y'all. There's a lot of homeless built up right there. We may stop by and check on them here in just a bit. Let's see if we can stop by and check on them right now, actually. We'll see if we can stop by and check on these folks, see if they need anything. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying not to lose connection down here. Let's see here. All right. Y'all, bear with me one sec.
Thanks, brother. You too.
The name of the chick, I can't remember what her name was right off the top of my head right now. Victoria? I can't remember. I can go back and look. Those poor folks, they're doing the best they can do out there right now. They are doing the best they can. That woman is from Minnesota. How she ended up in Austin, Texas, I don't know. I feel bad for these folks. It breaks my heart. There's an old man that was sitting on the side of that lady in a wheelchair. And, when you're older like that, especially when your health is not good, you need even more water. And, I don't know. I wish I could do more for them, to be honest. I really wish I could do more for them.
Almost fire here. It's just smoldering too big. Can you attach an engine?
Uh-oh. Got a homeless camp burning. We do have a homeless camp burning. Let's figure out if we can see where it's at. That's it.
3701 at 6412 West US 290 Highway.
6412 West US 290. Yeah, I know where that's at. Killer Carla's coming down. Yes. Went up to meet her and put her on camera and report it. I will be doing that. I've got interviews already in the hopper, man. We got interviews coming out. I just happened to drive by and see her. Sometimes they don't mind being on camera. Other times they don't want to be on camera at all. That's over by all right, let's see. We need Ditmar. So this is going to be... So this place is to the south of William Cannon, but to the north of Ditmar. South of William Cannon, but to the north of Ditmar. Which there's not a whole lot of area between that. As a solicitor... Blackmailer. Blackmailer. Yeah, I have a lot of new content I've been working on. Yesterday I worked on quite a bit of it. And then we have the TV show that's going to be coming out here real soon. I wished I could show you guys the sizzle reel, but I can't. Contractually, I can't. I'm not even really supposed to be talking about it, but it's so awesome. We've done so much work, and look, working with these, working with the editors. That, I mean, it's so professional. It's so awesome. I mean, I've never worked in TV before this, and it's pretty damned amazing how these shows come together. The only thing that kills me is that it is such a slow process. Getting a show on TV takes freaking forever. There were houses. There could have been, I think I know exactly, I don't know exactly where it was at, but I think I've got an idea. We're in the area right now, actually. We're going to move over one. I've got an idea. And I think it was right in here. So back in those woods, there's homeless camps. Yeah, there it is right there. Okay, I see where it's at. There's a homeless camp right in that area right there. I'm going to have to find a place to park to go in there. There's homeless camps in there. And there is the building that was on fire. Okay, I got you. I know where it's at. I know what we're doing. I know what we're doing. There's camps back in there too. It was to the right of you. Yes. Yeah, you could see the camp back in there with the little building that was on fire. We got to find a place to turn around. That can't, so right back off the road, it's way back up in the trees. There's a building back there. Like I said, that building has been abandoned and basically burned now. But you can't really see it from the street. You got to walk into the woods to see it. And you're right, there are houses right around that. I get the girls that come and tell me I'm turning 60 this year. A lot of the girls are looking for sugar daddy. They are. I still think that girl that was messing with me was trying to set me up for something. And I'm almost certain that she was. It just the way it happened. See, I should have pulled off right there. Just the way it happened, and how hard she was coming at me, and the things that she was saying. Like, she found out that I played chess. And the minute she found out that I played chess, you know, there's no place for me to park to even get back in there. I'm going to have to come back to it. But the minute she found out that I played chess, it was like, oh, I play chess. Come over to my house and let's play chess. Oh, a Siegel college girl. Come over and hang out. Let's have lunch. Come to my house. Come to my house.
Numbers aren't jiving. No answer on the caller's callback number.
Yeah, it's like, that's just odd. She didn't know me from Adam, and finds my stream one day, and then all of a sudden, within just a couple of minutes, decides that, hey, I'm going to invite him to my house. I mean, come on. You're going to see him now. Turning 60 this year. All right. Oh, I'm running a red light. Let's see. Hammerdown's turning 60. Well, I'm not far behind you, Hammerdown. About 20 years behind you, but not too far, it doesn't seem like. Library Fox. Oh, man. My little boy, Joseph, he started middle school this year, and he is in the chess club. I started playing chess with Joseph when he was very young, and he is very good at it. And now he's for the first time he's in chess club, and he loves it. I had chess club this morning. Wonder if Annie from Lady Bird Lake were lured this way. I don't know. It's a good question. I've thought about that, Butterfly. I've thought about that. It is very possible that it is, that did happen. Yes, your birthday is this month, Killer Carla. You miss Halloween by 2 days. I'm not a big fan of Halloween anymore. There was an event in my life that happened on Halloween, and probably one of the worst things that's happened in my life, and I'm just not a big fan of Halloween anymore. This year makes 20 years since my best friend was killed in a car accident. This happened in 2004. And so it's 20 years, October 30th, that he's been gone. Killer Carla will remember that. Wolverine, that's one of the things that we are investigating on the show is druggings, being lured, being robbed. It's very possible. And, you know, I'm kind of naive when it comes to this stuff. And so it would be easy for me to walk into one of those situations, I think. Follows is not. What? Oh, thank you guys. No, it was a long time ago. 20 years ago. But, yeah, it's tough. The world's tough. People, losing people you love, and I haven't. After he was killed, I did not have too many friends after that. I wouldn't let anybody. I don't know. And it caused a lot of issues, and part of that and what happened with him kind of in a roundabout way led me to homelessness. It was all related. And I didn't realize any of that until, getting into therapy and talking to people that, knows more about the mind than I do. But, yeah, I did a video a while back on those two women was a mother and daughter team out of Houston. They worked a circuit between Houston, San Antonio, and Austin, where they would go into bars and they were drugging men in these bars. They were drugging them and then robbing them. And it's really a shame.
So, engine 32, it's the apartment 1102.
Engine 22, apartment 1102.
I'm trying to make this video a little bit better for y'all. Hang on one sec.
Or about the clear this car, shoes, or head back position for cricket.
Pursuit, you need to advise on control.
Yeah, my mom was the one that told me about that. Well, the kids were at the show. There's more people in 6th Street. Yeah, it was a bad thing, and it's taken a long time for me to, kind of get over it and deal with it. Clisby, man, I haven't seen you in a while. A man got shot in Austin. He decided he wanted to be the main character in a body cam shooting, and he auditioned and they accepted him. We're heading back to Anderson Lane right now. Somebody you knew choked to death on a piece of pizza. He wasn't too mobile, not giving up pizza for him, and he hated that. Wow. Yeah, Clisby's been MIA. Clisby is the one that named Killer Carla. It's so funny. Since you guys started calling her Killer Carla, or somebody started calling her that, that's what I call her all the time now. Even when I'm not on live, and if I talk to her on the phone, I'll still call her Killer Carla. He wanted to, and he did. He did, FAFO. And you grew up in the VA. Yeah. My dad was, are you talking about the VA, the health? My dad was part of the VA, and it was so hard to navigate, he ended up just going with his own doctor because it was so hard to navigate. Sorry, I know I'm moving the video around a lot. I'm just trying to make it a little bit better for you guys to watch. Alright, so we're heading back up to the scene of the officer-involved shooting. I want to make a few more videos up there this morning. Let's see here. I did not get a notification for streams for some reason. Clisby, B71, she has had that issue as well, not getting notifications. And I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know it. But I hear it quite often that people are not getting the notifications. Yeah, the VA is. My dad was Army, and the VA was just difficult. It was not easy to navigate. It took forever to get appointments and so on and so forth. So, I don't know. Harold doesn't use the VA. Yeah, see, there you go. There's another one, private. And you know what? That's sad because, you put your life on the line for this country. Selflessly, you put your life on the line for this country and join the service. You're supposed to have your health care taken care of for the rest of your life, and then they make it so difficult that you can't even use it. And that's such a shame that it's that way. Yeah, my dad was Army, my uncle was Army. Let's see, my cousin Rusty was Marines. My cousin John was Army. I believe he was yes, he was Army, and my nephew is a Marine right now. And there, even I didn't try to go, but there was no point in me trying to go because, for one, I'm colorblind, and that precludes me from a lot of things, from being colorblind. But anyway, I didn't try to go. I didn't figure there was any reason to even try to go. But is what it is. Yeah, my whole family, we have a lot of military members in our family. A lot of military. My nephew, Boston, he is overseas right now with the Marines. He is an artilleryman. He is a U.S. Marine, and it's changed him for the better. He is a pretty stand-up young man. He was a stand-up young man before, but he is a man now. You know what I mean? He's a man. Library Fox, thanks for being on, brother. Thank you. Good luck to you. I hope things work out for you. Like I said, if you guys ever need anything from me, please just send me a message, and I will do whatever I can do for you guys. Let's see. Where are we at? Oh, yeah, we're heading back up to Anderson Lane. That's where we're headed. Army, Navy, family here. VA is still very difficult. Hard to get appointments. Yep, VA is very difficult. Like I said, my dad, my uncle were Army. My cousin John was Army. My uncle Bubba, he was Navy. My cousin Rusty was a Marine. And I can't remember anybody else. Yeah, Wolverine, my nephew Boston, that's my brother's son. He is a United States Marine right now. I think he is stationed in Japan right now, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's where he's at. He was at home when my dad passed away. He came home for that, and then he left and he's been deployed ever since. But I think if I'm not mistaken, he's going to be home soon for a visit. But he loves it, I think. From me talking to him, he actually loves it. He showed me a lot of videos of them shooting those big, what do you call them, those howitzers, the big artillery guns, whatever they're called. Shows how much I know about the military. But the big guns that they shoot, it's really interesting how they do it. Go Marines. What do they say? Semper Fi? I think that's the word. Semper Fi? Yep, he is. He always will be. He ain't a baby anymore, though. He is definitely a man. Alright. He is definitely a man. So, did you guys see yesterday out in Beaumont, Texas? If you guys follow me on X, I put out a message yesterday. ExxonMobil in Beaumont issued a shelter-in-place telling everybody to go indoors, shut your doors, shut your windows, turn off all air conditioning, put towels under the crack of your door. It was a very serious thing, and that's something that they don't do lightly. There's got to be a serious problem for them to issue those kind of orders, and they did issue those orders. They thought that there was a release of chemicals, or there was going to be a release of chemicals into the air that could pose a threat to the public, and so they issued the lockdown orders. And then within about an hour, they lifted the lockdown. But that was in Beaumont yesterday, and it was real close to Lamar University, which is pretty scary. I was going to be military also. It was during Desert Storm, but I had ADD. If we got in, it would have been alive. There you go, man. ADD. Yeah, there's a lot of things that'll preclude you from joining the military. They're pretty picky about their medical screenings. Even during a time of war, they're still pretty picky about that stuff. My color blindness is a problem. I can't see anything hardly when it comes to color. Nobody was hurt. I think from what I gather, there was not a release of chemicals. I think they thought that it either had happened or was going to happen. But it did not happen. So nobody was hurt. No chemicals were released. I think they just locked everybody down as a precaution. But you know what? You hear one of those kind of, you hear that kind of a lockdown come out from the authorities. I mean, where you're locking your doors, your windows, putting towels under the thing, turning your AC off, that is a pretty serious incident, That's not something to take lightly. That is actually pretty dadgum scary. Alright. We are just a few minutes out from the officer-involved shooting. We're going to head back over there and see what we can find out. I'm going to make some more videos for Citizen while I'm there. Yeah, I'm so glad that nothing ended up happening, but it was scary to see that come out for sure. You see a lockdown of that magnitude, it's usually pretty serious, Oh, come on, man. Why are we doing 45? We're doing 45 on Mopac. Alright. We're going to go around this cat. Zero Patience Jamie, that's me. Let's see, we are going to get off on Anderson Lane. There was a homeless guy that was murdered up here in North Austin. He went by the name of Rodney Shoemaker. That was his name, Rodney Shoemaker. He lived up here at Steck and Mopac. He had a camp back by the railroad tracks, and somebody killed him. This was earlier this year. Somebody killed him, burnt him while he was in his tent. And the fire department came out. They got a call. It was basically there was a homeless camp on fire. So the fire department comes out. They start putting the fire out. They start putting water on on the fire, and then all of a sudden they realize, holy shit, there is a body in this tent. And so, they stop everything. They put the fire out. Then they stop everything. The cops come out. They take the body. They leave the scene exactly how it was, right? It's still there, by the way. It's still right here on the railroad tracks. They still have not cleaned the scene up. Long story short, they have not solved anything. They really have not found anything. The guy's family reached out to me. Yeah, I do. I drive. I'm a little crazy driver. But the guy's family reached out to me. His sister, Rodney's sister, reached out to me. I went back out to the camp and searched around. I ended up finding his planner, and I found his phone and was able to get that stuff back to them. I knew Rodney. I'd met him before, had talked to him. I ended up being able to talk to the detectives and kind of to show them exactly how his camp was set up. So what I'm getting at is, a short time after Rodney was murdered, around this area up here, on some of the electrical boxes at the intersections, there was notes written on these electrical boxes that told about how Rodney ended up dead, who did it, why he was murdered, and who did it. And not only did we find it on the electrical boxes around here, but somebody, like a baking sheet, somebody took and wrote the same story on a baking sheet and left it in a neighborhood back over here to the west side of Mopac. And all of these people reached out to me, and I've got the baking sheet that was written on. The cops want to have nothing to do with it. I've tried to talk to them about it. I've tried to show it to them, and they just want to have nothing to do with it. My point is, his camp is still on the railroad tracks where he died, burned up. Nobody's ever cleaned it. It is still sitting there today. And it makes me incredibly sad for Rodney. It's just one intersection up. I wished I could take you guys over to it, but I can't drive up to it because it's over on the railroad tracks. But it's a shame. It is an absolute shame. I feel bad for Rodney. I feel bad for his family, his sister, his mother. You know, they're pretty much tore up, and you know they can't get any help from the police department, so they come to me. And you know, I'm limited on what I can do. I can try to help them, but it's just, I don't know. Yeah, it's sad for sure. So I'm gonna drive you guys here real quick. I'm gonna drive you by a place while we're here in this area. I want to show you guys something. While we're headed back over to the officer-involved shooting, I'm gonna show you guys a place right here. I think most of you guys, especially you Austin lifers, you will know what I'm about to show you.
The patient going to be on the roof or fell from the roof?
Letter 17 to respond 19 Garden Springs Road.
One sec. We are about to pull up to what I want to show you.
Engine 11 with Medic 17 on Central. They're advising it's going to be a hatch type entrance to the non-alert patient.
We are in North Austin, kind of North Central Austin is where we're at. North Central. All right. Something I want to show yous right here.
Around the office, first building.
Does anybody know where we're at right now? So, what this is, where we're at, where you see the beauty bar and lounge, this is where the yogurt shop murders happened back in the early 90s, where the young girls were murdered inside here. It looks a little bit different now. They did change the way the doors are. It was a double door back then, but this is where it happened. This is the I Can't Believe It's Yogurt store. Amy Ayers is one of the young women that was murdered in here. Depending on who you talk to, it's still unsolved right now. But this is where it happened. This is where the yogurt shop murders happened. I think it was 1991. It was either 91 or 94. I can't remember right off the top of my head. But this is where it happened. The yogurt shop murders. Right in front of you. And it's a shame. They were shot, and then they were shot and killed, and then whoever did it ended up setting the store on fire. But yeah, right there at the Beauty Bar Lounge is where it happened. I hate I made some videos here, but you know, coming out here to these areas where the murders and the violence happened, it gives me a weird feeling being here, knowing the violence and the evilness that happened here. It just, if you see right over in that rock area right by that tree, there's a plaque on the ground right there that is memorializing those girls. But this is where it happened, right here at the Beauty Bar and Lounge. Happened, 91. But such a shame. It is such a shame that this happened. But yeah, this is where it happened. I Can't Believe It's Yogurt. Dang, man, that was a big old pothole. All right. We're going to head down here to where the officer-involved shooting happened this overnight. Austin has become, yeah, well, it pretty much has. That's for sure. It pretty much has. Yep, it was. It was December, and they were closing the store that night, and some evilness made it into the store. It's a very interesting story where some men were arrested, men were put on trial. I mean, it was such an interesting story. I know, I've got a show lined up for the Lake Waco triple homicide. It is basically the same situation where they think they know who did it. Men were caught and arrested and then let go, and it's just it's a crazy story. But yeah, somebody made it in there, and I don't know if it's been proven that they were sexually assaulted or not. I think I read somewhere that they were. Amy Ayers' family is still here, and they are still active in the case, looking for answers. But I've talked to some people that were involved in the case from back then, even some police that were around when it happened. And it's such a shame, such a bad thing. They thought a cop happened to be driving by and saw the fire. He called it in. Fire department came out and started putting the fire out. When the fire department made it inside, they found the bodies, and that turned from a fire to a homicide. And yeah, it's a shame. I don't know if you guys can see the red lights in front of us yet, but we're at Burnett and Anderson, and the officer involved shooting happened right in front of us, just a little ways. We'll see how close we can get. I would imagine they're probably getting ready to open the scene back up to people. All right, let's see where we can park up here. Got this whole area shut down. Yeah, it's still a very active scene out here. Still quite a few things going on. Let me see if I can zoom in for you guys. I don't know if I can zoom or not. Guess I can't. There's really not a whole lot of new information that has come out about this since, yeah, they're getting ready to open the scene up. As you can see, they're taking crime scene tape down. So we're about to get a better view. We're going to get a better view of what happened here real shortly. Still a whole lot of officers out here, but you can see where it happened. It's basically right in front of us. Let me see if I can't zoom a bit for you guys, make it a little bigger. Yeah, they did not say much. You're right about that. Well, I thought they were going to open the scene up for us, but it looks like they're not going to open it up just yet. So there is a white pickup right where the shooting happened, right there by that little store, that auto insurance place, and a barber shop and a nail salon. I wonder if that truck is somehow involved in it. Let's see, I don't know. It looks like they may be taking down the crime scene, possibly. I know they have a huge area shut down. It's shut down on the south side of the street and the north side. They've got a huge area shut down over here. We're gonna hang out here and see if we can possibly. Yeah, they're taking down crime scene tape. So this is the officer-involved shooting that happened overnight out here on West Anderson, and it looks like they are starting to break down the crime scene. This is a massive crime scene. I mean, they've literally have over a block shut down on the north and south side of Anderson. Now, when we were out here earlier, we did see that the medical examiner was removing the man's body while we were here, I don't know, hour and a half ago or so, 2 hours ago. I'm certain that the police officers that were involved have been put on administrative leave while the investigation is ongoing. I'm sure we'll hear more about what's happening here at some point today or possibly tomorrow. Usually, when these shootings happen, the officer-involved shootings, the city will release the body cam video fairly quickly. I don't know. I don't know why they have it shut down the way they do. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm doing video and other stuff right now. Just give me 1 sec. Alright, we're gonna have to move on. A lot of news folks out beside me. Yeah, they're shutting down the crime scene right now. We're gonna move over to this other parking lot right across the street so I can give you guys a little bit of a better view of what's happening as soon as they open this roadway right here. We're gonna move up a little bit. Still quite a bit of police activity happening. We're gonna move down, let's see. See if there's a parking lot we can move to. Yeah, there is. Okay, we're gonna move down to a couple of addresses. Let's see here. Howdy. Alright, let's move across the street over here, guys. Folks on Citizen, I'm sorry. I'm gonna move across the street and get you guys a better view. Well, if I can. I'm just gonna go directly across over here. They still have this whole parking lot shut down, but where you see the nail salon, the Yadis, Yadis, that's where the shooting happened. It was right there at that nail salon. Crime scene still over there, collecting evidence. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, sorry guys. I couldn't talk a whole lot. I couldn't talk a whole lot because I was on with live with Citizen, so I apologize. Okay. So, yeah, so they, crime scene still out here. Looks like they're doing their thing over there. There's still quite a few detective cars and so on and so forth out here. Such a shame. I don't know why people think that, they can stare down 5 police officers pointing guns at them and think that they're going to win that battle. The guy must have really wanted to die. And I don't know, it's just a shame. Alright guys, well I'll tell you what, I've got some work to get done out here. I got some videos to make and some camps to visit. So I'm going to end the stream here where we started basically this morning. Appreciate everyone joining me today. Butterfly71, Wolfrain, all of you guys, thank y'all very much. If there's any updates from this shooting out here, I will definitely let you know. Yeah, there's not a whole lot else to say out here. Everything is basically shut down for right now. I'm sure we'll hear more from the police department at some point, and I'm certain we will get body camera video within the next day or so, just depending. But they usually release those videos fairly quickly. And so anyway, yeah, Butterfly71, have a great day. Wolfrain, thank you so much. I enjoyed today's live as well, so appreciate everyone for joining me. Guys, if y'all do want to support the channel, down in the description there's ways to do that, and there's a pinned tweet at the top of my Twitter. There's another way, all the ways that you can support between crypto and whatever. It's all over there. any amount that you can support us with is absolutely amazing. Like I said, right now we're going literally day to day and just trying to survive until we figure out the funding. So guys, y'all have a great day, and if anything else comes up today while I'm out here, I will be back live to bring